Hello everybody, this is 44 Politics here again with another video, and before I get started, please feel free to like and subscribe. Okay, we are 15 days away from the presidential, Senate, and House elections, and several governor's races too. And certainly the map has changed. It went from probably being, one of the more closer races in the United States history to being what is looking like more and more of a blowout for Joe Biden. But what has changed? So, I'll just fill this out real quick and show what I believe what the map would look like probably a few years ago, and especially when they started getting more into politics. So, definitely, when Donald Trump won, we were all very surprised. But, by the time of the 2018 midterms, most Democrats were very sure of a Joe Biden victory. But I think everyone probably thought it was going to be close. Honestly, I thought the map would probably be this. The Rust Belt would be tilt. The Democrats would narrowly win New Hampshire and Maine at large. They would safely win Maine's 1st district, narrowly win Virginia, Nevada. New Mexico would be likely, but Colorado would be lean. It looks something like this, and Donald Trump would win the 2nd districts in both Nebraska and Maine. He would also win most of the swing states, such as Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, Arizona, and Iowa, and Ohio would be likely, along with Texas. I'm going to put this for Joe Biden, Ohio over there. They would all be likely. Basically this is how I thought the map would be. As you can see, Joe Biden narrowly wins. But I also thought that Wisconsin would be very close and might even go for Trump. And actually, if you go down to Wisconsin, you can see that Donald Trump was leading there. In the beginning, he was leading there and was very, very close until now. It has Joe Biden is 7% ahead, which is pretty good, definitely. And I have checked the rest of the Rust Belt was pulling for Joe Biden, but it'd be close. And the map definitely evolved, as you can, these went lean, and I think that Maine probably switched over, as well as Nebraska's 2nd, and that's pretty much it. Eventually, Minnesota became likely, along with Colorado, then Nevada, then New Hampshire went, Nebraska went likely, Maine at large became likely as well, and then eventually became safe. Then we saw Nevada went likely, and the rest of the Rust Belt all became about 5+%, including Virginia, and the rest of these states got closer and closer. Florida, North Carolina, and Arizona were all pulling for Joe Biden. The rest of the states, Texas, Iowa, and Ohio, were pulling narrowly for Trump. Eventually, we now see this map. 357 for Joe Biden and 181 for Donald Trump, a 176 electoral vote victory for the former Vice President Joe Biden. Ohio is currently very much a swing state. Joe Biden has been winning it for most of the time, but now has switched back to Trump. As you can see on about the 15th, 15th, it went 0.1% for Trump and has gained 0.3%. So now we see this map, and I did not believe that Georgia, Arizona, Iowa, North Carolina, even Florida would go for Joe Biden, and Nebraska 2nd and Maine 2nd, and I would never thought that the Rust Belt would be 7% for Joe Biden, but it is. Very, very interesting. What changed? Well, one simple answer: coronavirus. I've been talking with a lot of people, especially small business owners, who said that they would vote for Trump, and they're much more lenient towards Trump, and, leaning towards him, not lenient, because they thought that he was good for business. But with coronavirus, that all changed. And when everything shut down, the economy essentially, tanked, and now Donald Trump has very, very high disapproval rating. And Joe Biden was a very good candidate in the fact that he could draw in a lot of moderate and independent voters and Republican voters, too. I believe that a lot of the Donald Trump voters that did not vote for Hillary Clinton and voted, in fact, against her are now voting against Trump for Joe Biden. again, yeah, a lot of other people, anti-Trumpers, are voting against Trump too, and not as many people are voting for Joe Biden, but certainly he's a good, essentially compromise candidate for for a lot of people, the people that the Democratic Party needs to draw in. What also helps is the Senate race. Back in 2018, when I thought the map would look something like, yeah, let me show it there. When I thought the map would look something like this, or even this, some interesting things happened. First, the Democrats did not do very well in many states, such as Ohio, Iowa, Indiana, and Florida, and they lost key Senate races and governor's races, in the case of Ohio and Iowa. That did not appear very good for the Democrats, but they won in Arizona. Beto O'Rourke made Texas competitive. Governor's races in Georgia and Florida were very, very close. So yes, certainly good for the Democrats. Wisconsin voted for what's her name? Tammy Baldwin, and as well as Tony Evers, and again Scott Walker. Let's see. I'm sorry, kind of lost my place. Yes, so didn't look very good for the Democrats. But the 2020 Senate race, there are a lot of down ballot candidates that can help the Democrats, such as Teresa Greenfield in Iowa, Cal Cunningham in North Carolina, Ralph Warnock and John Ossoff in Georgia, and no one in Florida, but in Colorado, you also have John Hickenlooper. So yes, circumstances are certainly better for the Democrats this cycle, but the race, if you look at the national forecast, was certainly a lot closer. You see that it was very, very, you see, like, it went from 3 to 6, and it certainly changed. But when you head into more and more of the coronavirus territory, you see Joe Biden does not go back below 5%. He goes narrowly there, about 6%, but he does not go to past 5%. Now he's at 10.7%. That is what I call doing well, and he is currently beating Donald Trump by 176 electoral votes. Not that anyone's counting. So yeah, circumstances certainly changed, and Donald Trump has not seemed to fix them. He got coronavirus, and had a poor debate performance. That led to a bump for Joe Biden, which has not worn off. He is still gaining. He went from, you see him going more and more up. Now he was at 9.8. I remember being like, wow, he's at 9.8. I always think it's 10. 10.3, 10.5, 10.6, 10.7. He hasn't stopped, and Trump is only going down. Joe Biden is going up while he's going down, which does mean that Joe Biden is taking in some Trump voters. Plus, with mostly poor, honestly, third-party candidates, it's pretty much Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and you really can, and it's really, I think there are plenty of people who are not gonna vote, who are gonna vote against Trump and settle for Biden. Yes, circumstances better for Democrats. Donald Trump had a pretty poor presidency, and in the end, down ballot candidates are certainly helping Joe Biden. I think he's also helping them, and he's again certainly the candidate to bring in those voters. Democrats did make a good choice with him. In a strategic sense, yes, he's a very, very good choice. Okay, that pretty much sums it up, everybody. Circumstances good. Donald Trump not doing too well. And, down ballot candidates. That's just, sums it all up. Okay, end the video kind of announcements. One of my videos has now reached over 100 views, so that's pretty great. Thank you all for watching that. Let's see, and that's my only announcement. Great. Hopefully, if people watching this, if you guys subscribe and I get about 50 subscribers by election night or less, I'll do a live stream, and maybe I'll have something special in there, like a Q&A instead of just me, like, I don't know, when webcam turned off in the live stream. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'll probably do a live stream either way, but I'll add something special if we reach 50 or even just 25 subscribers by then. So yeah, like the video, subscribe so we can do all that fun stuff. Comment down below to tell me what you thought of the video, feedback, and if you agree or disagree. That's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you everybody, and I'll see you next time.